Good morning. Hand today is going to be 7-6 of hearts. We have 6 players at the table. We are in the cutoff. We open raise, we get a call, and everyone else folds. So we noticed this player's playing 80% of hands. We've got 30 hands on him, and 80% is not just he's running hot. He is playing a huge range of hands. So that's going to adjust how we play our hand. So normally in the cutoff, I'm going to try to expand my range. And if we go ahead and look at all of our ranges, here it is, we're playing something like this. But if we expect this guy to call, I'm actually going to play a tighter range. I'm still going to play a fairly wide range for the cutoff. This is 22.8%, but we're not going to be playing this, this sort of range, which is easily over 30%, 38% maybe. So I'm going to tighten up my range just a little bit because I expect him to call, and we're going to be out of position. Now, his calling range is going to be something just extremely wide. This is 79.3%. I've removed queens plus ace king because he does have 3% pre-flop raise, and I'm just going to assume that he would 3-bet that, those hands. Maybe he 3-bets wider, but, he hasn't 3-bet yet. We've got called 2-bet from the blinds with Jack 8. We have a limp and called raise with Queen Jack off. So Jack 8 off. Just again, wide range. So we've got a wide range. We're out of position and we're deep. So effective stack size is 184 big blinds. That's me. So we flop a heart flush draw. So ace of diamonds, 10 of hearts, 3 of hearts. Or ace of diamonds, 10 of hearts, 3 hearts. All right, so it's on us. What do we do? I think in this case we have villain. It's going to be playing wide range of hands. If we look at his range, he's going to be hitting. He's going to have a lot of hands at miss, just absolute lot of hands at miss, and he's going to get rid of a lot of those. I do think we have some potential. We have a backdoor straight draw as well. We've got backdoor straight at the top end and at the bottom end. So 4-5 running, running 4-5 would give us a straight, or running 8-9 would give us a straight. We've got potential. So I think at this point, given that villain's hand is so wide, we probably want to be the aggressor a little bit and be betting our drawing hand. So we've got our gut shots. I think we're going to bet our flush draws are going to be betting. Then maybe some of our combo draws, like 7-6 of hearts, I think could be a betting hand. So this is 28%. That means, we're going to need value to balance that. And normally we do 2 bluffs for 1 value hand. 2 bluffs for 1 value hand. So I think at this, we're going to be probably betting. I don't think we're going to be betting all of our top pair hands. I think we could do like ace king, ace queen. I think maybe at ace jack we start tapering off. I think we had the possibility of like ace 2, ace 4, ace 5. I think yesterday we did. I'm going to say like, I'm going to leave the ace jacks in there, but I think the ace jacks could be like checks. So this is kind of a decent range here. We're betting, C betting 48%, basically. Has our flush draws, everything. I think that's probably going to be our C bet. So let's see what I do. I didn't bet. I think that's probably going to be a mistake, given this guy's wide range. I think even if he's going to call, with his wide range here, I think we should try to capitalize on that, and just get him to call with those wide ranges. So we're going to look at something like this as our check. And again, that kind of eliminates 7-6 of hearts because I think we should be betting. And then villain 5 checks. At this point, I kind of eliminate the set, and straights and 2 pair, and I think top pair, I think ace queen, ace jack will eliminate. We'll keep all the other top pair, just allow him to be tricky. I'm going to eliminate the flush draw. I'm going to assume he probably would have bet the flush draw. I think that's it. So 89% of hands. Still has a massive range of hands. Massive number of hands in his range. Ace of spades comes out. Obviously, that's not going to be that great. I think we would have bet. I think had we been betting again, that would be actually a decent card. In terms of, if we had the ace, we would be betting that. If we have the flush, I think that's where we have to really consider, do we really continue betting here? Because I think a most likely hand, if we have a flush, hand that villain could be calling with could be in 10x, could be in ace-x, and that ace is going to be rough. Maybe we check and we plan to check call on the turn at that point. So I think if we bet the flop, we probably just go ahead and check the turn on this case. With our hand, I do think it's going to be 100% check with our entire range. Villain checks again. Once villain checks, I'm going to eliminate 3 of a kind. Give him the rest of those. So still, just even with our checking range, we should be ahead. We should have range advantage. And then the 3 comes out and we completely miss. And at this point, do we have a bluff? We do have some of those aces. I do think we bet these. And then I think we're going to have to bet some of our nothing hands just to balance. And nothing hands to balance would be hands like exactly just like what we would have had with the heart. But we don't have the hearts. So I would go something like maybe a gut shot. Maybe a gut shot. Yeah, so I think maybe with the king we've got some showdown value, but maybe like Jack 9, we don't 9-8. I think those could all be like just used to balance, something like that for our bluffs. That checked, villain checked behind, and again once he checks behind. I don't think he's checking the full house. I really don't. So I think we're dealing with something fairly weak like that. I think the run out was just bad with the ace and the 3, but I think we probably missed our chance to pick up the pot with a flop bet, a C bet. So we see showdown. He shows queen 9. He takes it. This is one where again, I do think I could have picked it up with a c-bet. So I did run GTO. Let's check it out. I do have a wide range, same ranges. So just right from the get-go, it looks like we're betting more than what I would have expected. And I guess that's probably because villain has such a wide range to begin with. Now I started my checking with like ace 10 on, and it looks like GTO is actually favoring some bets, mixed type strategy with about a half pot size. It looks like the small bet size really isn't favored when we have the top pair. Smaller bet sizing seems to be like the mid pairs, the under pairs, and so forth. So the 7-6 is actually interesting. This was a 7-6 of hearts. It looks like we should be c-betting this, most of the time. Checks is only 18%, so I do think we should be betting. Let's go ahead and bet and say we bet half pot here, and let's say he calls and then the ace of spades, because I said with my hand we probably end up checking, and 7-6 it looks like we're betting, so it looks like we're still betting our flush draws. If we bet our flush draws and he raises, that's the thing. What do we do with it? Well, then at that point we're giving up. So maybe we become a little bit more exploitable if we bet, and that was partially the reason why I think we probably check with the ace, is that I think villain's calling with a lot of ace-x hands. Now he does have top pair hands. He's got pocket pair, middle pair that he should be calling with. Does he call with that? Maybe. Depends on the player. This player's pretty loose, so I would imagine that he is calling. His fold to c bet stat was 25%, 1 out of 4, then 0 out of 3. So with our play, probably yeah, we should be betting, and then if he raises, we fold. Our 7-6. Yeah, that's our flush draw. So some of our flush draws we call, like the ace of hearts, we're calling with all of those, and then we call with some of the king jack, king queen, probably because we also have the straight draw with that as well. You can see king queen, queen jack, those all have like a straight draw as well. So if we check, he checks behind, and then we've got like the 3 of spades. I believe it was the 3 of spades. Yep. Then yeah, we're checking most of the time. Some of our bets include like 5-6, some of the misdraws, so we were on there. So overall, the hand, I think we missed some value. We should be c betting, and then probably bet the turn again. Be aggressive, and then if raised, we can just fold. So hopefully you enjoy this hand. If you do, look tomorrow for another one.